All right, welcome back. We are still coming to you from the KZN is summer launch. Now, you'll know that South Africa is quite a diverse country, and there are people from all walks of life who come together to come enjoy holiday destinations such as the South Coast. And as we really get to know this area well, we thought it fit to invite one of the traditional leaders of this area. I'm about to speak to Inkosi of KwaNzimakwe. A very good morning to you, sir, and welcome to Morning Live. Does modern society still allow for the role of traditional leaders? And if so, how would you define that role in modern South Africa as more and more homes become more modern and seem to move away from traditions?
Thank you. In fact, yes, we are in a democracy. And we are in a time where culture evolves, but as traditional leaders and the community of South Africa, especially the province of KwaZulu-Natal, it's a province that is vast, where you found even the big areas of this province is under traditional leadership. That itself means that people from rural areas enjoy the very same rights as the people in urban areas. We are living together as one nation and in one province. People still believe and respect traditional leadership in this province.
How important would you say preserving our culture and heritage is in light of tourism? Because when you take a look at the profile of visitors who come, especially international visitors, they're always fascinated about the cultural aspect.
It's very important. First of all, you know, once especially the rural people, we want to thank the Department of Economic and Tourism, especially to try by all means to facilitate this rural tourism, because that is very important. If you go to rural areas, there are things that can be if the department can work together with traditional leaders, we can encourage this rural tourism, especially in rural areas, because people like tourism. And if you go to rural areas, are the people who respect tourism and environment, because they grow up in that environment.
Speaking of rural tourism, what would you say are some of the highlights for visitors when they come and see rural KZN?
If you look at the KZN, it's a beautiful province where you find mountains, rivers. All those things are natural in the rural areas. If we can promote those rural tourism where you find mountains, valleys and rivers, people can do a lot.
What sort of developments are happening at the moment, and what sort of programs are in place to encourage those local and international visitors to come?
We have a lot. First of all, we have a thing called Inkosi, where all youth of the area and the elders come together to celebrate their values, where we dance, we teach the young ones what was happening before. And we have a stone, a natural stone, where people call it Icheliga Maria, where that picture you see, you find that it's a symbol of Maria and Jesus Christ. And people respect that. And we want the department to encourage those in the rural areas.
All right. And what would your message be to local and international artists who might be watching our program? Not artists, visitors or holiday makers. What would you say to encourage them to come to your community?
As we start summer now, we encourage everyone to come in KwaZulu-Natal. KwaZulu-Natal is a warm and beautiful and peaceful province. We encourage them to come, especially in rural areas, where you will find the natural resources like valleys and mountains, as I've said. We must all come to KwaZulu-Natal. It's a peaceful and a respective province.
Well, before I let you go, I want to know about the feedback that you get from people who have visited your community. What has been the feedback, and what has been some of the highlights for holiday makers?
Really, people love KwaZulu-Natal. You found some areas where you find different animals. That's what the people love. Above all, if you come to KwaZulu-Natal, it's only the province that support and respect cultural events, valleys and rivers, different rivers. So everyone who come to KwaZulu-Natal feel to come back again because of our nature. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. And that was Inkosi of KwaNzimakwe speaking to us about what makes preserving culture and heritage so important, especially when we talk about tourism. Of course, he's highlighted some of the things that both local and international travelers have enjoyed about KZN. I think a lot of people say this about KZN. When you're in KZN, you automatically become happy. It's such a warm place. You know, the people here are so welcoming. So there's plenty to do. Make sure that you put the south coast of KZN on your list of travels as you plan your holidays for this coming festive season. And of course, tweet us. Let us know what you'll be getting up to this festive season. What will you be doing? Which holiday destination will you be heading to? That all-important hashtag is hashtag Morning Live SABC at Morning Live SABC. It's back to you in Johannesburg.